What you will do from first onwards, I will explain, but I will not use what this queries. I will not use. I will simply use only the JPA. Okay, JPA I will try to use. Fine. So first, what you need to do? Tell me. First thing that you need to do is go to File. Okay.
New.
Go to New. Create Spring Starter Project. Do you want me to keep these photos again within that or not required? Tell me. So I'm just creating. No. So let me create this with example 25. Okay. Or else wait. I will change this to fine. This I have added. Okay. So if you want, I will keep this because again it was freshly. Okay. Now click on next. And now what dependencies you will add from starting onwards? First MySQL, Spring Web, okay, JDBC, JPA, web services. Okay, just add all these dependencies and click on next. Next. And then click on finish. So now as you see here, import getting started. It will take time, 80% done. So 90%. So now it is completed. So you can just check with our mobile application system 2 project. Okay, within this form.example, XML already updated. Now, next thing that we need is what here within our application.properties. Okay, here we need to add. Yes or no? See, I will just take the same things, if maybe I'll just change the database name. That's it. Is it fine? All of you. Dot properties I am keeping, and here I will make it as mobile app 3. Okay? Is it fine? Next. Next, now go to the source/main/java. Now here within this we have this package. Okay, form.app mobile. Now like this, how many other packages we need to create? Tell me. First. Okay, com.appmobile.controller. Right? This is one package. Next. One more is appmobile.repository. And then one more will be .model. And one more will be the service. Okay? Now, under the controller, what you will give? One class. Okay? What is that class? Mobile. I'll give it as mobile controller. Okay? So I'm just giving the name because I don't want again to get any kind of confusion. Okay, so I'm creating this one. You can do this, right? Yes or no now? All of you? I'm not creating again screenshots. Okay, only mobile controller I kept. Next, in the same manner, I will create one model class which is known as what? Mobile. Okay. Next thing, repository, two things, two interfaces. One is mobile JPA repository and one more is mobile repository. Okay. And then next coming to the service. Okay. What we need to create? Mobile
Service.
JPA service. Okay. Yeah. These are enough. Okay. Same thing we have done already here. So, but I have taken all the things separately. Okay. This part we have completed now. So if you want, I can give this screenshot so that accordingly you can just. So all these things I will add it from here only, ma. Okay. Are you getting my point, everyone? So I'm just adding all the things within this only. But one more thing, which when you just save this, it will throw some error. Should have kept a mobile only. Okay, no problem. No, ma, I will keep it mobile only. Because again, I need to separately generate getters, setters. I'll just do refactor, rename. Yeah, this is done. Okay. Fine. Next also I'll just do refactor only because every time again it becomes problem. I need to manually do it again. Okay, so this part is completed. Now we have imported all these things. So this is the mobile. Now, next, in the same manner, when we have done with the, next we need to go to the mobile repository. So within the mobile repository, we need to add all these things, right? Which is these methods. I will add, just copy and then I will add it here. But make sure that you are importing it from the right place. From where you need to import com.app mobile. Okay, so then no problem. Repository it is done. Next thing, JPA repository. So now for this also I will just copy from here. This should extend from so everywhere whenever you are doing, you should make sure from where you are importing, this should be proper. From this project only it should be. App, mobile. That's it, enough. So this part is completed. Next. Now coming to the service. For the service again, remove here and I'll simply take only this part. Wherever example 21 like this it is there, just remove that and in place of that you keep app mobile. And why it is showing error? Because we have to say implements mobile repository. Okay, so this is done. And last would be the controller. So for controller, you can just check directly from here. This must be annotated with what? @rest controller. Done. That's it. Okay. ఇది కూడా మళ్ళీ పెట్టాలా? Not required. That's it. Okay. Just a controller. Okay. Okay, done. After this, let us just try to run our application. I need to create mobile app 3. This is another database. Okay. Now check. Use mobile app 3. this is reflected. Now it will be created. So let's try to run our application. Need to stop the previous one first. The Goodreads. So that's the Goodreads one. I need to stop that. Okay, done now. It is created. Okay, clear? You can check even here also, select start from mobile. I mean, we haven't not added any details, but it will be like it is created so that you can do all the post request, everything you can do. Okay, fine. So that's it. So I want all of you to be thorough with this one. Once if you can understand this thing properly, then the rest of all other things will go very simple. Okay. So I'll just add once again, no problem. I will add once again also, but you do it.
Ma'am,
What architecture will be consisting of? Like a controller. Okay, we will have service. This only you are asking, right? What's the functionality of that? Yes or no?
yes, ma'am.
See, first thing, when you are going with the this one, like when we are working with our project, most probably these four things will be there. Okay, these four are basically enough, no issues. These four are enough actually. So, what are they consisting of? Total four things. Okay, what are they? Service, repository, model, controller. Okay, so the architecture or the flow you have to understand properly. First, from where the flow will be started. Okay, first what we do, we create the model class. Okay, model class. So this model class, it could be either one or more also, and there could be like a mapping between these two also, like mobile and some other classes also, like one to one, one to many, like this. Model classes, whatever you create, each and every class has some details. Those all things you will create within the model class. This is what the basic structure for the database. For that purpose, we are using this model class. Okay, suppose for this mobile, okay, you want to add maybe like users also. Okay, like how many users have purchased this mobile, how many users have purchased that mobile, like that. You can create what? One more user model class, right? And then you can perform integration one to one or one to many, like that. Those all things you will perform where? Within the model. Okay, now first what will happen? From the controller, okay, we have something like this controller, right? What this controller will do? Controller is going to handle what? HTTP request. Okay, it is going to handle what? HTTP request. Why do we do HTTP request? Because we send some request and we need to get some response, right? For that purpose, we go for this controller. Okay, what is this controller? This is the main thing which is going to handle the HTTP request. Okay, so request means what? HTTP request means what? Nothing but by specifying some URL. That is known as a request, right? Some URL you will specify. So in our case, it's like localhost :8080 slash mobile or whatever. So this is known as the request, HTTP request. In order to do that request, who will do that request? Simply with the service class, it won't happen. Okay, from the controller only you will do the request. Okay, so for that purpose we use this controller. Now again, within the controller also, ma'am, why we need to use these methods again? Right? Why we need to use these methods? Because this is has to return what? Some response, right? Yes or no? It has to return some response where it has to return some response in our postman. Maybe in the postman, if you see, we will get that response down, right? ID 1, ID 2, like that. Some response we will get. Yes or no? So that means what it has to return, like a array list. So for that purpose we are using get mapping will be there, post mapping will be there, put mapping will be there, okay, and all. ఈ కంట్రోలర్ నుంచి ఏం చేస్తాం మనం, we will call the methods that are belonging to the service layer, because service class లో basic logic రాస్తాం. Yes or no? We will write our business logic, the whole logic within our service. సర్వీస్ లో ఏముంటుందంటే ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నాం మనం వాల్యూస్ ని, వేర్ వి ఆర్ స్టోరింగ్, టెల్ మీ, వేర్ వి ఆర్ స్టోరింగ్ అవర్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఇన్ ద డేటాబేస్. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? డేటాబేస్ లో స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఆ లాజిక్ మనం కంట్రోలర్ లో రాసామా లేకపోతే సర్వీస్ లో రాసామా?
కంట్రోలర్.
వేర్ డిడ్ వి రైట్ దట్? సర్వీస్. అంటే మనం ఒక మెథడ్ యూజ్ చేసాం ఇక్కడ, వాట్, లైక్ మేబీ ఫైండ్ ఆల్ మెథడ్. ఓకే, ఈ ఫైండ్ ఆల్ మెథడ్ అని యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు రిట్రీవ్ ద డేటా ఫర్ us. ఓకే, అయితే ఇది ఏదైతే రిట్రీవ్ చేస్తుందో దీన్ని కాల్ చేయాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఓకే, వి నీడ్ టు గో టు కంట్రోలర్ అండ్ దెన్ ఈ సర్వీస్ యొక్క ఒక what we need to create @AutoWire service, and using that particular variable only we have to call those methods. ikkada em cheyatలేదు మనం ఇందులో. what we are doing from the controller, simply calling the methods of service layer. service layer లో ఏమేమైతే methods మనం రాసామో those methods only we are calling. okay, see here, get mobile by id, here add mobile and update mobile, like this. Whatever the methods that we write in the service, those all methods will be called from the controller. okay, and మనం అది కాల్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు it has to return some type, right? because అంటే మీరు ఒక మెథడ్ ని కాల్ చేస్తున్నారంటే it has to return something. yes or no? so that's why we will keep these things. okay, this public model, this one, this all things we will keep. okay, controller nunchi service ki like have you understood the relation between controller and service? yes or no? controller nunchi what we will do, we will simply call the methods which are belonging to the service. okay, that is what we do. అండ్ కంట్రోలర్ లోనే @get mapping ఇవన్నీ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఇవన్నీ సర్వీస్ లో యూజ్ చేయొద్దు. ఓకే, వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద కంట్రోలర్. కంట్రోలర్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంది, @rest కంట్రోలర్ పెట్టినప్పుడే we can say that this is handling the HTTP request, REST APIs. This all things it is handling. If you don't keep this one, then it will be a normal class. You need to say @rest controller, then only we can say that okay, this is handling our request. okay, so all these annotations are used. okay, ఇప్పుడు ఇంకొకటి ఏంటి, now repository and service, what is the relation between these two now? okay, so ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏ methods implement చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం, those all things we will provide as an abstract methods within the repository. okay, so ఇందులో ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తాం. fine, so whatever all the methods that you wanted to do, so those all things you will provide within the repository. so ఇది mobile repository. మరి ఈ methods ni ever implement cheyali? service. okay, these all methods will be implemented by whom? by the service layer. ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ JPA సర్వీస్ ఉంది. ఈ మొబైల్ JPA సర్వీస్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, ఈ మొబైల్ రెపాజిటరీ అదొక ఇంటర్ఫేస్. ఆ ఇంటర్ఫేస్ లో ఉన్న మెథడ్స్ అన్ని సర్వీస్ ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ సర్వీస్ లో ఏమేమైతే మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయో వాటన్నిటిని ఎవరు కాల్ చేస్తారు, కంట్రోలర్. కంట్రోలర్ నుంచి సర్వీస్, సర్వీస్ నుంచి రెపాజిటరీ. ఓకే, ఆర్ యూ గెటింగ్ ద కనెక్షన్, రైట్? దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ the things will work here. ఇంకొకటి ఏంటి జేపీఏ రెపాజిటరీ, ఇది ఎంటైర్లీ డిఫరెంట్ వన్. ఓకే, అంటే మనం ఈ రెపాజిటరీలో ఉన్న మెథడ్స్ మనం యూజ్ చేయాలి అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు మనం దీన్ని ఎక్స్టెండ్ జేపీఏ రెపాజిటరీ అని పెట్టి, సో ఇది ఒక ఇంటర్ఫేస్ ని సపరేట్ గా డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం. మీరు ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ యూజ్ చేసినా ఇదే రాస్తారు, సేమ్ థింగ్ యూ విల్ రైట్. Just only thing is the model or something may be changing, that's it. But otherwise, for whatever the projects you create, you will do in this way only for the CRUD operations. Okay, now clear ma? So yeah. So that is what happens once you do all of you మీరు ఒకసారి ఇవన్నీ చేయండి. మీరు చేస్తేనే మీకు కొంచెం ఐడియా వస్తుంది, ఇంకొంచెం క్లారిటీ వస్తుంది. Okay, you have to understand, okay, ikkada nunchi em call avutundi, ikkada nunchi em call avutundi. You have to analyze by yourself once. If all these things are clear, then we can move ahead with the remaining things also. Okay, so I want all of you to do this task, complete it. Okay, today you can just take some time and complete all the things, and remaining things all not submitted labs or MCQ